Welcome. Our talk today is going to be about why alcohol, the most dangerous drug in the world, remains legal, while less dangerous drugs such as heroin, crack cocaine, and methamphetamines are illegal. It is a sticky topic, and there is a lot of firepower, both pro and con. The current approach to the illegal drugs, the so-called war on drugs, was initiated in June 1971 when President Richard Nixon declared drug abuse to be public enemy number one. He then created and funded massive drug control agencies and treatment centers. Despite ongoing amazing failures, this war on drugs has been continually ramped up. These amazing errors had their roots in the nationwide effort to make alcohol illegal. This was called Prohibition. There is an amazing book about Prohibition written by Daniel Okrent titled Last Call: The Rise and Fall of Prohibition, published in 2010. There are lots of reasons to try to decrease the out-of-control alcohol consumption. Alcohol causes damage to both the drinker and to those around the drinker. Alcohol was tearing apart the fabric of America by the effects it was inflicting on the family and society. The only treatment available to alcoholics was institutionalization or signing temperance pledges. Prohibition did not make the drinking of alcohol illegal. Families could still make beer and wine, which was commonly done. They were allowed to have stills, but this was fraught with danger. Prohibition was an abysmal failure, and it was repealed 13 years later with the 21st Amendment. Prohibition was the 18th Amendment. We could not stop alcohol by making it illegal, and we cannot stop drug use by the war on drugs, which numerous people have declared to be irretrievably lost. The war on drugs is lost. William F. Buckley, the famous conservative pundit, wrote that the war on drugs was lost and unwinnable. He wrote this 30 years ago. He felt it should be abandoned. We know that it was never abandoned. Alcohol remains legal for many reasons, but the major reason is money, the money that is involved with alcohol. Money is the reason, pure and simple. The money made from alcohol and the suffering it causes is too great to ignore. Where does this money come from? Well, number one is high health care cost. Alcohol is not good for us. It is involved in just about every disease that is known in the United States: cancer, heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, and liver damage. People who use alcohol get more illnesses as it damages the immune system and causes inflammation, the ultimate cause of a lot of our diseases. Heart disease can be caused by alcohol, and there is a lot of money made off of the diagnostic and treatment procedures of heart disease, including bypass surgery. Alcohol causes a lot of health problems, which generates massive amounts of money. The second reason is death. Over 100,000 Americans die each and every year from the use of alcohol. This is probably a conservative estimate. I would imagine it's probably at least twice, if not 3 times that amount. There is a lot of money to be made from taking care of dead people or from people that are waiting to die, such as those disabled from alcohol. A lot of services have been developed to care for people who have died from alcohol. Another way that money is made is with cancer clinics. Drinking just one drink of alcohol can lead a person down the road to getting cancer. Cancer is caused by alcohol in many cases. It's a class 1 carcinogen. People who drink also smoke a lot, and combining alcohol with smoking leads to even more cancer. Alcohol not only causes cancer, it also makes whatever cancer develops more aggressive and harder to treat. Treating cancer is a very lucrative business. Another way that money is made is with addiction. There are many aspects of addiction where money can be made. Alcoholics spend a lot more money on booze. They oftentimes are addicted to cigarettes and less frequently to other drugs. Alcoholics oftentimes have numerous relapses, requiring repeat expensive treatments. Many people receive lengthy, expensive treatments. Multiple efforts to treat alcoholics and drug addiction is massively expensive, and our treatment facilities generate a tremendous source of income. The expensive treatment ceases, however, when the alcoholic or drug addict no longer has insurance or money. Another way that alcohol generates money is through the prisons. The United States has become one of the largest prison systems in the entire world. We have only 5% of the world's population, but 25% of the world's prisoners. A lot of these offenders are there for nonviolent crimes, such as repeat DWI offenses and drug offenses. Some people have been housed in our prisons with life sentences because of marijuana-related convictions. The idea of mandatory minimum sentences and 3 strikes and you're out policies are mainly directed towards alcohol and drug addiction. Prisons do not rehabilitate anyone. There are many studies that contend this and have ample proof. One problem that prisons creates is that it makes a person a felon. Having this label makes it nearly impossible to do a lot of things like work or rent a nice place to live. If a felon is able to get a job, it is usually a low-paying, disagreeable job. In prison, people oftentimes learn how to be better criminals. It is a sad situation. Prison does not cure alcoholism. There is a large amount of profit in the prison systems. The common denominator in all of these is money. If you are trying to solve a crime, like Sherlock Holmes, my favorite detective, then the motives that you are most likely to look for is love or money. There is money all around alcohol. In the United States, liquor, or rather the sale of it, was made illegal with the 18th Amendment to the United States Constitution in 1920. This made the country dry. Fewer people drank for a few years, but it was absolutely impossible to get rid of alcohol by prohibiting it. After 13 years of complete insanity, the 18th Amendment was repealed with the 21st Amendment in 1933. Prohibition made massive amounts of people thumb their noses at the law. Organized crime, the mob, or the mafia flourished, and many people needlessly died or maimed from homemade booze. All of these problems came about from a desire to make money and obtain power. Money is the major reason that big companies continue to make hooch without breaking any laws. Making alcohol illegal again would just be a colossal failure, probably similar, but most likely much worse than in 1920. However, these reasons do not apply to the person choosing to drink alcohol. They surely do not make money from drinking it. And the unfortunate folks with alcoholism often end up losing massive amounts of money. Many end up losing everything they have, including their health, and many lose their lives from drinking alcohol. In another episode, I will go over the reasons that people choose to drink alcohol, despite the tremendous negative aspects of alcohol. I appreciate you listening to this show today. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. I appreciate your comments. We will have a new show shortly and encourage you to continue watching Alcohol Free. Thank you very much.